We're following some new developments on Florida's Zika crisis. Florida Governor Rick Scott says health officials are investigating 5 new cases of non-travel related Zika. One of those is in Pinellas County. That's on the Gulf side of the state near Tampa. People in the area can now get free tests for Zika in the state.
The other 4 cases are connected to mosquitoes in the Wynwood neighborhood of Miami, in addition to the other cases that have been confirmed in Miami Beach. David Begnaud joins us now by phone for more. David, what have you found out about the new cases?
Well, the Pinellas County case is important because it takes us outside of South Florida. So now we've got our first locally transmitted case. This is in the northern part of the state. There are several hundred, more than 400 Zika cases in Florida, but the large majority of them are travel related. So now you got one non-travel related in Pinellas County near Tampa. The question becomes, did that person get it because there is a new cluster, a Zika zone, so to speak, in the Pinellas County area, or did they travel to South Florida, or were they around somebody who did and had Zika? That's what officials are trying to figure out. Right now in Pinellas County, crews are doing door-to-door surveys where they ask you to submit to a urine sample, tell the health department if you're feeling bad. Even if you're not feeling bad, please submit to a urine sample because guess what, guys? Some of the people in South Florida who tested positive didn't even have symptoms of Zika, and they ended up having the infection when they were tested. Also down here in South Florida, 4 of the cases are in the Wynwood area. Makes it sound like it's brand new, but it's not. These are cases that date back to mid-July. The problem is those people also had symptoms of dengue and chikungunya. So what the health department did was check them for that, and it took several weeks to finally get confirmation they had Zika, and we're only finding out about it today.
David, this has been the worry that you've been reporting from local residents and officials for the last couple of days now. Should we expect more local cases like this to start popping up across the state and perhaps even other southern states?
I think you're going to see more cases of locally transmitted, non-travel related. Okay, we have 2 Zika zones, one in Wynwood, one in Miami Beach. Don't be surprised if you start having new Zika zones in other parts of Florida and along the Gulf Coast. Daily, we're hearing of new cases. But remember, some of these cases date back several weeks because the testing is not as fast as people would like it. The public and the health department. Now, it's worth noting, the Wynwood Zika zone has shrunk significantly, according to state officials, who are continuing to narrow that box that they set up. The health department says there have been no active, locally transmitted Zika cases since mosquito spraying began, and that was more than 3 weeks ago. I do want to tell you this. We're on Miami Beach right now, and we were just walking around with code enforcement, and I got to tell you guys, they are tough on people when it comes to standing water. We saw them roll down an alleyway. There was standing water that was dripping from a cement truck that was near a construction site. They handed out a $1,000 fine and went right on their way. They saw an air conditioner unit which was dripping water. It's 91 degrees here on Miami Beach. They walked up to the door of the person who the unit belonged to and said, here is a violation. You have 5 days to correct it.
Cracking down to try to prevent that spread. David Begnaud, thank you.